friends, welcome to Kavish IAS, Converting Possibilities into Reality. Today, we shall discuss about the Biodiversity Amendment Bill 2023. We will study the background of the original bill, what and why are the changes made, and what will be the impact of such amendments. So friends, let us begin with the topic. Before getting into the depth of the topic, we need to know what biodiversity is. It is the variety of species in a given area and is the fundamental component of the environment that supports human survival. From food to fuel and poison to medicine, everything is being generated, cultured, and provided by the vast variety of flora and fauna. But the global urge for development has already caused more than 70% damage to the world's known biodiversity as per WWF. Any damage to the biodiversity will impact ecological balance, which in turn will affect our lives as well. So, every nation as well as the entire world formulates frameworks and makes time to time reviews and amendments in their respective conventions, acts, or protocols so that development and conservation can go hand in hand. India has followed the same path as well. We formulated the Biological Diversity Act in response to our allegiance to the UN initiative, that is Convention on Biological Diversity, CBD. Now, CBD has three mottos: conservation of biodiversity, sustainable use of biodiversity, and the fair and equitable sharing of the benefits arising from it. The Indian Biodiversity Act also has the same objective and it has three tiers which work in accordance with the mottos. They are National Biodiversity Authority NBA that works at the national level. We have SBB, that is State Biodiversity Boards at the state level, and for local level we have BMCs, that is Biodiversity Management Committees. Now, the provided framework in the older version was impeding with modern Indian research and development, especially in the field of Ayurveda. This called for a few modifications in the bill. So what are the mottos behind these amendments? The first one is aligning the Act with the current needs and developments while supporting sustainable biodiversity conservation and utilization in India. The second one is about decriminalizing the offences, which reduces the fear among stakeholders or the participants for effective compliance. The third one deals with widening the scope of access benefit sharing, that is ABS, with local communities. Keeping these mottos in mind, there were certain changes made. What are these key changes? The first change deals with IPR, that is Intellectual Property Rights. In the original Act, NPA approval was required during the application process before applying for IPR. But now, its approval is required only before the actual grant of the IPR and not before application status. The second one talks about if there are any exemptions for benefit sharing or not. Earlier, benefit sharing with local communities was compulsory, but now Ayush practitioners and people accessing codified traditional knowledge are exempted from such conditions, and they hence can use the benefits entirely for research and development. Next, the original Act recognized the offences to be cognizable and non-bailable. Cognizable acts are those where a police officer can arrest anyone without an arrest warrant. This has been liberalized into civil offences in the amendment, where the offender can get rid of the situation by just paying a penalty. What are the other additions and their significance? Exemption for cultivated medicinal plants. That means earlier medicinal plants required permission for their cultivation. Now there will be certain exemptions for that. Next is fast tracking of research and patent application, especially in the field of Ayurveda or Ministry of Ayush. Foreign investment in biodiversity research will only be allowed through Indian companies involved in the biodiversity research. Means we will not invest directly into foreign company. The money will flow into an Indian company only. Next is introduction of a member secretary post appointed by the central government itself. He or she will be the chief coordinating officer and convener of the NBA. Now, there are some loopholes in this amendment. For example, preferring industry over conservation might go against the spirit of Convention of Biological Diversity, which in turn might weaken the framework for benefit sharing. Next one is decriminalization of violations, which removes the power of NBA to file FIRs against parties that do not obey regulations. Stringency of biodiversity protection laws will be affected and illegal activities will increase. After that, the third one is exemption for domestic companies. Only foreign controlled companies need to seek permission for using biodiversity resources. So the domestic companies with foreign stake can bypass the approval process, which might lead to biopiracy and benefit sharing. The fourth one deals with limited benefit sharing. The inclusion of codified traditional knowledge exempts certain users, including practitioners of the Indian system of medicine, from the need to share benefits. Also, the bill doesn't define the term codified traditional knowledge. So, this point remains very unclear, which leaves certain loopholes in this topic. The last one is ignoring conservation issues. Critics argue that the bill focuses more on reducing regulations and accelerating business interests, raising concerns about the probable negative impact on the biodiversity. So, the inference is although the amendment doesn't address the issues that India faces in terms of biodiversity conservation, commercializing our natural treasure can give us a unique stand in the global market. India needs to take adequate steps to meet the new conservation targets put up at the 15th Conference of Parties to Convention of Biodiversity. In the end, if you have any doubts or need any kind of clarification regarding this topic or any other topic, please feel free to contact us in the given chat box or in this given number. If you need any kind of assistance in terms of UPSC coaching or mentorship, you can contact us for the same in this given number. We have two centers, one in North Kolkata VIP Road, another one in South Kolkata, Hazra Road. So friends, till then, study well, stay happy, stay healthy, and thank you.